Borders open to migrants again. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. I thought we'd have a look at this article discussing the end of travel bans. So borders are opening up. Will we see a flood of migrants and international students return to Australia? We sure know the Property Council would love to see that. So, a travel ban on arrivals from 8 Southern African countries has been scrapped by the federal government. The ban was originally imposed in November following concerns about the Omicron variant of COVID-19. Chief Medical Officer Paul Kelly said the ban was no longer necessary due to the spread of Omicron to other countries around the world. Given the global spread of Omicron, international border bans are no longer a proportionate or effective means to contain the spread, Professor Kelly said in a statement on Wednesday. At this stage, there are no direct flights from Southern Africa to Australia, and only Australian citizens, permanent residents, immediate family members, parents, and eligible visa holders are able to enter Australia. The relaxation of the travel ban was made in line with the decision of other nations such as the UK. Countries where the travel ban was scrapped include South Africa, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, Mali, and Eswatini. There's been more than 13,000 cases of Omicron detected globally, with 109 of those cases in Australia. Omicron has forced premiers to hold their nerve on restrictions ahead of Christmas, amid raising case numbers and more freedoms for the unvaccinated. The same rules now apply to everyone in New South Wales, even if they refuse to get the jab, while Victoria is relaxing some restrictions for the unvaxxed. And Queensland, now we have masks back again. Case numbers are soaring in parts of the country as border rules and quarantine requirements relaxed across the East Coast. Prime Minister Scott Morrison campaigned in Queensland after being classified as a casual contact from a Sydney event on Friday. He did not need to isolate and was cleared to host a dinner with visiting South Korean President Moon Jae-in at Kirribilli House on Tuesday before jetting off to Brisbane. Mr. Morrison has so far returned 2 negative tests and is required to undergo a third. I'm one of the most tested for COVID prime ministers anywhere in the world and probably the most quarantined as well, he told reporters in Brisbane. Before we came up here today, we ensured we were fully compliant with Queensland's rules. The state recorded 6 locally acquired infections on Wednesday. This includes a man thought to have travelled with the Omicron variant who flew from Newcastle to Brisbane and then Townsville. Everyone on the 2 flights was initially classified as close contact, requiring a quarantine for 14 days. But health authorities reclassified everyone, bar the passengers seated within 2 rows of the man, as casual contacts only, required to isolate until they test negative. From Friday, unvaccinated Queenslanders will be subject to widespread lockout from public life. Meanwhile, daily infections in New South Wales are anticipated by the government to reach up to 25,000 by late January. The state recorded 1,360 cases on Wednesday, the highest daily tally in 3 months. There was also 1 more death as quarantine rules were eased for some close contacts. In ACT, quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated cases, close contacts of Omicron cases have been halved to 7 days. The national capital recorded 7 new cases, while its number of confirmed Omicron infections grew to 14. South Australia reported 26 new cases, and Tasmania reported to reopen to fully vaccinated travellers from hotspot areas. Nearly 90% of Australians aged over 16 and older are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's have a talk about this one. I'm hoping our premiers and our politicians will not overreact to Omicron. I'm hoping, touch wood, that what we're starting to see, or the advocates that are saying that it isn't as deadly as other strains, proves true. I'm hoping this will become nature's, vaccine for all of us. We'll have to wait and see. And even if it does, it'll take the government and our bureaucrats 6 months to a year to catch up, I'd say. No one's going to stick their head above water too early or too fast. Anyway, check out this video about Labor and their policy to not support the migration approach of the Liberal Party. Would that be enough for you to change your vote? I wonder. I think it might be for some. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.